Good evening, everybody, and welcome to OBF1 Tier 2. We are racing at Brazil tonight. We are live on the OBF1 channel. You will find us on YouTube. Please do give us a follow and a subscribe if you haven't already. You're in for a treat tonight. Alongside me in the commentary box is Kieran tonight. If you want to say hello, Kieran.
Hello guys, how's it going?
Yeah, I hope you're good. Do get involved in the chat. Do post if you have somebody you're following or somebody you are supporting, who you think's going to win.
Who do you think's going to win, Marcus?
Oh, it's a very good question, actually. Who have we got? I mean, what are we looking like in the championship? You know, let's have a quick little look. See who's setting the early pace. I mean, anything could change, let's be honest. But so far in the championship, we got Neil Moser leading the way by quite a big gap, actually. 41 points to 26. So he's going to be the one to watch. Is he racing tonight?
He is, I believe he is. He should be
is,
anyway.
yes, he is, yeah. And we got Liam ESK in second, Mank Red Devil third, Invader, Team Red rounds out your top five, so yeah, gonna be an interesting one.
Right, why is there's still people that haven't joined? I'm very confused to why. Because we're a minute. Well, we're supposed to have 17, but we don't have 17 in the lobby. So Invader's in, Ken is in, Liam has left. I'll send him another invite. Who else? Liam. Are you gonna spin tonight? I guess we'll find out now in a couple of minutes, as soon as we can find out what's going on with the lads and why half of them aren't actually here. Right, we're waiting on two people. Super Calgon's in. Right, so I don't actually understand who we're waiting for.
Absolutely. It's going to be a very, very close battle tonight. We've got 4 reserves tonight to make up the numbers, which is going to be good. Especially Ubet576. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name right, but please let me know if not. But I know I raced you on a trial the other day, and you showed some promising pace. So let's see how he gets on. I reckon he's my one to watch tonight.
100%. All these drivers, well, they're all great drivers. Someone just said in the chat, where's the link? But they don't need the link if they're already watching. I'm so confused. I don't know what that's about.
I'm not sure. Do they mean where's the link for the
Discord? Maybe.
Discord?
If you're wanting to know what the link for the Discord is, if you go onto our YouTube page, click About, then you can find our Discord link there, and then we can fit you in for a trial and hopefully fill our grids.
Got it. Just waiting on pistol, I think.
Ever closer.
Right.
Tier 1, round 3, I believe, if I can count correctly.
It is round 3. You can count correctly. I'm just going to tell everyone to...
Let's mosh it up. MOG sign of the horns.
At tier 2, you guys can ready up.
Absolutely, let's get going, lads. Let's have a nice clean race tonight. I'm looking forward to this.
One of them's messed up the times. That's fine, he's from South Africa. Who?
Prepare to get going. We're in Brazil, as I mentioned. Brazil always brings up a good race, doesn't it? Let's be honest. It brings up drama, controversy, even in the real life.
We love that. Who's touching whose rear wings today then?
Ooh, or side pods.
Or side pods. Or front wings. That counts as
Absolute
wings.
type of wing, it'll do.
Even a driver's steering wheel. Who knows? Who knows? Right, I'm all set up. The session will start. Has your session started yet?
No, it's starting in 15 seconds.
Oh, mine says 0. It's just stuck on 0. Great start.
You probably loaded in quicker than the rest of us. Supersonic internet.
I wish. Oh, what's going on, man?
Now we're going, are we? Yep, the timer has started for qualifying.
There we
wait
go.
to see who's the first to venture out onto the circuit. Nobody as of yet.
We can then get an idea of people's pace around Brazil.
Absolutely, it's always interesting qualifying. There's the strategy that goes on in qualifying as well. Are you going to do a banker lap on mediums, or do you want to start on mediums? In which case, you might want to save your run till the end. Try and get the best track conditions, as the track will get quicker as you go along. You know, what's your sort of approach when you get to qualifying, Kim?
Well, obviously, I'm expecting. I know Jeff would suggest a 2-stop, but we all know a 1-stop is possible. I know it's 36 laps; it's a long race, but the 2-stop soft medium is possible, as we have a few drivers coming out on track now. But I'd probably just prepare myself, do a couple of laps on the medium in qualifying, just to get a banker lap in, so to say, and then try my best near the end to stick a fast lap in on the softs.
Yeah, absolutely. I tend to like to get a nice banker running on mediums, and then it gives you the confidence when you go onto the softs, because you all of a sudden got a lot more grip.
And you're just like, where'd this come from?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's all, especially in qualifying, it's all about confidence in the car.
Yeah, you have to have faith in the car, otherwise your lap's either going to be slow or you're going to end up in a wall somewhere.
Absolutely, as it's going to be Broccolilli first across the line to start a flying lap. By the looks of things in the Mercedes.
It's going to be interesting to see how he handles his first couple of laps since he's been away for a while. Obviously, he's been busy with his.
As an Alfa Romeo resets into the middle of the track.
No,
I guess he probably spun in the pit lane there.
I'm glad I didn't. I wasn't the only one that's seen that. That freaked me out a bit then.
That was unbilled bump, I think. I know that happens when you spin in the pit lane. He resets you, so I presume that's what's happened.
Yeah, it was quite strange. I'm going to quickly send an invite to one of the guys.
Right behind him, probably helped with a little toe as well, I imagine.
That's a little bit cheeky. That is. We got a little bit of controversy already in the race day chat.
Do we? What is going on? Do spill the beans.
Liam has said, "Who is the moron in the Alfa Romeo?" I'm assuming that's based on the one that just reset to track on the racing line.
Quite possibly. We do have an Alfa Romeo going slowly in that last sector.
Do we now? Is that unbilled since Mosh is in a Ferrari? We only have one Alfa. There must be. He's got wing damage as well, unbilled, as he comes into the pit.
So maybe there was something there that happened we missed.
Oh, there is. And I can't wait to hear about it in the incident reports, probably. Although it is qualifying, not many reports really go in about qualifying. It's all about the race that matters, really.
Oh, absolutely. As just watching Uber might want to watch tonight. So it's a lap in his first race with OBF1. 1:10.1 on mediums. Not a bad lap, considering he's on the mediums. It's interesting to see how much more pace he has on the softs.
And that could just be a slow banker lap just to make sure he does set a time. We don't know.
Absolutely.
My one to watch tonight would be Liam. I reckon he had a pretty fast-paced race around him. Led for most of the race as he comes onto the start-finish line now to set his first flying lap. Also on the mediums, it looks like a decent lap, but he's only good enough for P11. Unlucky for him, but he has been on them mediums for 2 laps so far. So they are a bit worn.
Absolutely. So we see Greyman in the last sector, invalidated. His lap still not set a competitive lap time on the board yet.
What a silly goose. Obviously he's going to be looking to set one as well eventually. We have still got 12 minutes left of qualifying, according to my timer anyway.
Then Vader has retired in the pit lane. That is a very early time to retire, isn't it? I know he's sitting pretty in P2, but obviously he didn't fancy another run.
Jim has posted the link for us. Thank you, sweetheart. That means a lot. That was probably the gayest thing I've ever said on a stream.
Probably was, you're right. Probably the nicest you've been to Jim as well.
Yeah, I got to now, haven't I, for this season?
Yeah, that is true. You see a lot of people done an early lap and they've all gone back in the pits now. Just a handful, those, especially the medium runners that are staying out and doing a second lap on those mediums. Perhaps putting a bit more wear on it, but like you said, could well be just getting a feel for the circuit, getting in the groove.
Well, that's true, and who knows, some of these drivers could be running up new setups that they've just tried today or something, and they're just trying to get the hang of them. We don't know.
Absolutely. I'm always changing my setup every week, even on the same tracks. It's always constantly evolving, trying to get faster, trying to find what suits your driving style.
That is true, as he has left the session.
It's not good.
We'll give him a few style points for that, for not spinning. I see Brock has just retired as well. Was that in the pits?
Stand side.
Oh,
Lost the back end, I presume, coming out of the hairpin left.
You can't park there, sir.
Well, he's going to try. As we see Ahmed Shaban go round in circles around that last corner.
He set a P3 lap time as well.
Yeah.
He wants to see a Williams that high in this generation of cars anyway.
Oh, who knows? We might see a Williams in P3 come this Sunday.
Oh, that is true. That is true. It is the first weekend, race weekend of 2022.
Certainly is. I'm very excited. I don't know about you.
Oh, I am. I am waiting for Haas to cross that line in P1.
I'm watching Neil Mazza now. He's done a lap on mediums. He's now gone on softs. Oh, I'm keen. He's only 8/10 off pole position as it is. So bolting on those softs, he should gain more than a second round here.
Oh, definitely. He is taking it very cautiously on this first lap, though.
A very smooth, neat and tidy lap. He's missed the apex coming into that right-hander, isn't he? But I think he's got away with it. He's already 9/10 up. again missing that apex. I think his front tyres were getting a little bit hot and he's struggling with understeer by the looks of it. Very easily done round here.
Yeah, it is. It's very difficult to keep your tyre temperatures under control here. Half the lap they're over 100 degrees nearly. It's quite insane how
No
hot
one
these tyres
needs
get.
apexes.
Absolutely, and no surprise, he goes fastest by, well, 0.3 of a second. Very good lap there. But I think he's got another couple of tenths in him.
Oh, I think if he just manages to hook a good lap up, obviously hit them apexes that he missed, there's probably a good couple of tenths there for him.
Absolutely. Sanchez has gone up into P5 as well, just improved on his lap by 0.3. Puts him ahead of Broccoli, who has retired, as we mentioned earlier, so bumps him down a spot.
And we got Jim in the chat, obviously saying no one needs apexes. Tell that to the people that streams Apex Legends, mate, because they make a living off it. They need Apex. Who else is on a flying lap? We got Team Red's 2 seconds down on his previous time. Super Calgon, is he on a lap? He is. He's
It does look like he's on a lap, yeah.
He hasn't got
Still
much
on the
ERS. His ERS is looking very drained, though. He's only got about, where's the telemetry data? He's only got 8%, so if he's setting a lap on that, he's not going to get around the full lap. He has got his ERS light flashing. He can't really improve on this lap. I think he's just going to rush to the pits.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. He's going to lose a lot of time if he runs out of ERS down that straight.
It is, as Liam was looking very good then. He's just 1.1 up on his previous lap time. Puts himself in P4.
That's a very good lap indeed. He really needs to gain a few points over Neil Mozza this weekend.
Oh, he does. Yet, obviously, his first race was round 2 anyway, so he's only done 1 race with us. But if we actually look at the when I can find it, always prepared.
As ever.
He's done 1 race with us, and he's got 26 points, and Neil's ahead with 41. So.
So what, we need to eat our words as well, because Super Calgon has actually gone 0.3 quicker on that last lap.
That is mad. I did just see a car hit the wall. I think
Grayman in the middle sector.
Grayman,
and he's retired. Yeah.
Was quite weird to see.
Not sure what actually happened.
It's
a very odd place to go off. I'm approaching him on board with Super Calgon. It looks like he's just gone straight on. Looks like he's forgotten to brake for the right-hander.
Yeah, it did kind of look like that, you know. I'd be quite interested to see his point of view of that retirement.
Absolutely, as we got a yellow flag in Sector 3 for no reason.
What a great game.
Absolutely.
It'd be interesting to see what F1 2022 is like now with EA's proper money, as Mohammed gets very wiggly at the rear end there.
Yeah, he does seem to be jumping about a bit as well. Internet not too good.
We have ads.
As we see Moshe. Is he going on to a lap? Oh, he's just come off a lap. He's just gone into 7th.
Jim has
Far off Invader ahead.
Jim has just screamed, "We have ads" in the chat. I wonder what's going on with him.
He's obviously enjoying the ads more than he is enjoying our commentary.
That's nice to know, Jim. We'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, Ahmed Shaban joins the
session again.
Once again.
He is currently in the pits though, so
yeah, be looking to further improve. Currently sitting P8. Wonder whether he can quickly get out for a run.
it is possible. There is 4 minutes left remaining still. I think Blades might be on a lap as well in the Williams. He's in Sector 2 currently in P10. And if that on-air thing will get out the way, I can see the time deltas. As he comes to the end of Sector 2. He's keeping it close to the curbs, but he is 2 seconds down. Not up, he is down. He's going to want to improve.
Certainly is. Unbuilt bump is on a lap, but nearly invalidates going in the middle sector. See whether he can improve. Yeah, and then we've got yellow in sector D. I think it's just somebody slowing down to let somebody pass though on a flying lap.
It did look like it. It was, I think it was the Mercedes. Hamilton's left again.
Van? Again?
Wasn't he the guy that had 3 wheels in the McLaren at the US?
It could well have been, yes. That was a very interesting watch, that was.
It was pretty funny.
Good old Cody's. As Unbuilt does improve, but only by a 10th. Jumps himself up to 10th place, though, with that. He's very close. If you look at all the times up and down, it's pretty much a 10th or 2 tenths between each individual position, so everybody's got something to lose and something to gain. As the clock ticks over 2 minutes, everybody wants to be out on circuit already, or about to go out on circuit, ready to set their last flying lap.
It's going to be interesting who can set the fastest lap after that clock runs out.
Absolutely. The top 4 all sat in the pit lane. Are they happy with that run? Are they wanting to improve? I'd feel very nervous if I was Sanchez. He's very, very close to Kenner in the Mercedes. Kenner decides to come back out, he could easily topple him.
Unbuilt going very slow at the end of, coming through the penultimate corner. It hasn't got much ERS to do a lap. I'm wondering if he's trying his best to save it and it's not working, but he is going into the pits as he activates his DRS. That's unusual.
Absolutely. As we've got Team Red in the AlphaTauri going on the start-finish straight now. He's currently a 10th and a half up on his best lap. Might jump him up a position or 2.
He does. He's
certainly
P5.
does. Yeah.
It's a pretty good lap. Right, as we've got a minute left, obviously we have got drivers on track trying to set a lap. Mosh just starts his first lap. But what do you reckon?
Didn't notice the Aston Martin of Zivan. New driver, I believe, not come across him before. He's just gone into P2, only a 10th off of Neil Moser.
That is a pretty good lap. Obviously he's using Sebastian Vettel's car because he joined a bit late. Because he got his times mixed up. He thought 10 PM his time was when the race starts, but it wasn't. Obviously,
easily done. We've all been that. I used to do that all the time when I joined an Australian league. Used to get the wrong time every week.
I can see why it's a problem, and I'm not going to lie, I'd probably have done the same if we didn't use UK time here.
That is very true.
But before... Actually, no, we'll talk about that after the end of qualifying. We've got plenty of time to talk about what I wanted to talk about there.
We certainly do, as everyone's lining up to get their last lap down. Kenner's on an out lap, so's Liam, but the clock has ticked down, so they're going to miss out on their last flying lap. They've come out too late.
It's going to be interesting, because I know Codemasters have said they fixed that glitch. But that Zivian guy, he joined late, but it now says he's finished and there's still 10 seconds left. So I'm very confused towards that.
Neil Moser is on a lap, but it's about matching his time. Can he improve it going up to the line? He does not. Only just behind. But even that lap in itself would have been enough for pole. So Neil showing he's got the pace, running away with an early lead in the championship, and it's looking good for him so far in this race.
Maybe he's hoping to get promoted. This could be the season he gets promoted up to Tier 1 for Season 5.
Super Calgon on a lap, but 2 tenths down, so I don't think he's going to improve. Liam is on a lap. He is improving by nearly 2 tenths.
Mosh is on a lap as well. Mosh is finishing a lap. He got a purple sector 2 as he tries to get the toe off Super Calgon. He has improved, but it's not good enough for a pole position. It's only P4 for Mosh, but that was a good lap from the guy.
As Liam does jump up to P5 in the end. Very good lap. Improves by nearly 3/10 and dips into the 107s.
Liam not looking as good as he did at Imola. I wonder if this is one of his weak tracks. Obviously, we all got them. So, that'd be interesting to know.
Well, this is it. It also could mean, you know, is his race pace better than his qualifying pace? We're yet to see.
That is true. He did qualify third, I believe it was, in Imola and finished in first. But Brazil is a very strong track for his strategies in terms of overtaking, than more than actually overtaking on track. It is a little bit narrow, a little bit hard to overtake at points, especially when you're following the dirty airs of the car in front.
Absolutely. Well, there's your qualifying session over and done with.
So, in P1 we have Neil Moser, P2 we have Zivian on his debut for us. That's a pretty good debut. Sanchez P3, Mosh P4, Liam P5,
Hello guys.
Kenna is P6, Super Calgon P7, Team Red P8, Mohammed P9 and Invader P10, Ahmed P11, Brock Lily P12, Unbumped P13, Blades 14th, and I forgot to do that, so now I can't see them. Mank P15, Uber P16, and Greyman P17. That is your OBF1 Tier 2 grid for the Brazilian Grand Prix.
Interested about is top 14 positions, all separated by 8.5 tenths.
It's been a very close qualifying session, and if that's anything to go by, it's going to be a very, very close train of cars.
Absolutely.
All fighting.
I'm very excited for this race. It's going to be a good one.
It is. Before we start the race, let's talk about strategies. What do you think would be the optimum strategy for a race win here?
Well, it's a one-stop really, isn't it? Softs to mediums, I would say. It's a bit of a stretch, and you do drop off pace in the last few laps of each stint, but those mediums last so much better than they did on the last year's game, and the hards are so much slower. So it's hard to make a one-stop softs to hards where you could go for the two-stop. I think depends on safety cars. I think the one-stop's the optimum to go for unless the safety car comes out, and then it could throw a big spanner in the works with a few people going on two stops.
That is true. I believe that's George in the chat. I'm not sure by the language of the name he's used, but I believe it's George Stufist that said hello. So, hello to you, sir. How's it going?
Good evening, George.
As we now have 5 red lights, we are going to be away for the OBF1 Tier 2 Championship. We are away. Neil gets off to a flying start. He's come over to block the inside line, but he stays ahead. Sanchez and, well, the top 4 basically stay in their positions.
Oh, there's been a big incident in the middle of the pack involving Zivan, Mohamed Guna, and a few others.
Well,
a Red Bull, Mohamed Guna lost his front wing, and
what the hell?
This is absolute carnage on lap 1. There's a Ferrari out, a Haas out, and we have got a VSC straight away, and I'm not surprised.
Well, it's not even a VSC, it is a safety car.
It is, yeah.
I have no idea what happened there.
Absolute carnage. It was down the straight as well, so I can only imagine maybe one driver coming over on another, or defending or attacking rather aggressively. But that has resulted in, well, Liam, who is second in the championship, now DNFing out this race. So that has been a beautiful start for Neil Moser.
And that's Ahmed there getting a 5-second penalty for a collision under safety car. Not ideal, but he probably has damage for that. Obviously, there's a bit of overtaking going on as well.
Absolutely, there is, isn't there? You see Team Red up 5 positions from the start, up to P3. So that is a beautiful start for Alpha Tauri there.
Obviously lucky to avoid the carnage of bloody lap 1, but
sitting P2 and 3 as we've got a few people in the pits. Is it a bit early? A lot of speeding penalties there as we see as well.
It is a bit early. I don't think well, if there's another speeding penalty, I don't know if there's a glitch going on or if they are genuine speeding penalties, but we do have the safety car. Out lap 2, I don't believe, in my opinion, I don't think I would have pit. I think it's a bit too early.
Either. Agreed. Unless you had damage.
Yeah, if you had damage, that's fair enough. But if these are cars are pitting, then without damage, I don't think it's the best choice. But that's me personally. Obviously, not everyone's the same.
It's a race full of opportunities. We now see Aeon Blades up 10 positions. Same with Greyman. You know, thanks to all those chaps pitting, it's been that has shaken up this this grid massively.
It has. This incident
Come
has
on,
caused.
lads, that's poor.
Someone just said, "Come on, lads, that's poor in chat." I'm assuming that's going to be Jim. No, it wasn't. It was El Shakal actually that put that in the chat.
Oh, my teammate for Tier 1. I hope you're getting those laps in a practice, El Shakal. Going to be a 1-2 for AlphaTauri. We're going to start getting our aim back on Alfa Romeo this week. I can feel it.
Hi.
Hi, how's it going? If you're new here...
No, I am laughing. Emoji happy tears. Emoji happy tears.
Jim's laughing, he said. Jim is laughing at the situation
Crazy
at the minute.
pile up.
And that's just coming after I put that announcement in the chat earlier. In the Discord.
Absolutely. As Super Calgon now goes in the pits, I only surmised to serve his 5-second penalty, and that, to be honest, is a wise call. I don't blame him.
Yeah,
I would be doing the same.
You got the safety car out, you might as well serve your penalty.
Yeah. For the sake of losing a couple of places, you get rid of that 5-second penalty. Oh, as he nearly goes straight in the wall on the as he comes retakes control coming out of the pits.
It is a shame though. Obviously we have the safety car, but it's a shame because it is the Mercedes safety car.
Yes, very disappointing. I do agree.
We all know you're a big fan of that Aston Martin safety car, aren't you?
Absolutely. Well, I have to say, for me, big winners on that first lap are Unbuild and Mank Red Devil, currently sat P5 and P6. They have gained 8 and 9 positions respectively, but they are sat on the medium tyres.
That is true, but I mean, this whole field has had, like, the top half have had a massive advantage from this pile-up. Obviously, Neil Moss is still leading the race. Sanchez has gone up 1 position. Team Red's gone up 5. Blades is up 10, as you said. Unbuilt up 8. I think this is the highest he's been in the first 3 races that we've raced. Mank up 9 positions. Grayman is up 10 as well. And Hubert is up 8. Such a fancy name, isn't it? Hubert.
Hubert. It
Is
does
it
sound
Hubert?
very posh, doesn't it?
It does. And then we got Ahmed up 2 positions as well.
Maybe we should just say the uncommon name and say Hubert.
Yeah, we'll put Hubert because we're not
Not
posh
the French
people.
way. It'd be the French way, wouldn't it? Hubert.
Where's he from, though? I want to know.
I want to say I'm sure he was from, like, South Africa or something his flag was. Something daft like that. Maybe. I say daft, that sounded a bit rude and offensive. I didn't mean that.
you just broke the whole of South Africa.
I've just completely offended anyone from South Africa. My apologies.
You've been cancelled, mate. You've been cancelled.
I certainly have. I shall go and hang my head in shame.
I thought you were going to say something else then. I was going to say that's a bit dark.
Just a little bit.
Liam already posting in the instant report. It's not even open yet. So I am going to be nice and delete the message.
Absolutely. Make sure you post your incidents after the incident report is open, as we will
I am
no
scared
doubt
because
look to
maybe
get
this
going.
crash
Yes,
at
safety
lap
car in
1
this
will
lap.
be at tire 1 later on.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
when
Marcus. I didn't hear a word you said then because my
That's
PlayStation
fine.
started speaking because of a comment.
really didn't matter. As we, yeah, safety car in this lap, so Neil Moser now sets the pace for the rest of the field. When's he going to go?
When would you go?
Now. As Neil Moser does, and look at that. That's exactly why.
I'm just trying
Go
to build
early.
up some information for later just in case it is needed. That's all.
And it is, as Aeon Blaze having a look at Team Red, very, very close. Trying to go around the outside, but can't quite make the move into the first corner. Mank Red Devil is up Zivan has lost a place as well by the looks of it. Oh, we got Alpine going very, very wide there in the background.
You're doing a marvellous job. I don't even need to speak at this point.
It's Williams and Red Bull
Thanks for
side by
letting us
side.
know, Marcus.
Ahmed Chaban goes past Hubert. Very nice move at the inside.
I think I've seen a car go off, but I don't know. Maybe it might have been a bit of internet or something.
Don't think we have anyone. We've got Greyman losing a position in the Alpine. Looks like he's got a bit of damage. He certainly does. Has a bit of wing damage. You've got a Mercedes and a
Aston
Martin round. Kenna and Zivan, both very fast in qualifying, but they are at the back of the field currently.
They are.
Not sure whether they had a coming together there.
Or maybe they were just doing some synchronized drifting. We never know. We'll find out later, I suppose.
Absolutely, as Neil Moser is stamping his authority on this race. 1.4 seconds, apologies, the gap already.
And a fastest lap as well on lap 6. 1 minute 10.7.
No. Sanchez did gain a lot of time down that straight. I'm wondering whether he's running a lot lower wings than Neil Moser.
It could be, I think, well, obviously you want a little bit of you want to lose some drag on this track, obviously because of that long straight that leads into the center S's, turn 1, as Team Red goes a little bit wide, but...
Well, we got another Aston Martin round, that's Mank Red Devil.
Mank's gone as well.
Absolutely. He is well off the circuit and dropping down to, well, effective last place, but Greyman, who's in the pits.
And he's just got a 10-second time penalty. I think that penalty could be removed because, to be fair, he was already off the circuit. I don't think that's 10 seconds.
Harsh. Yeah, you watch Neil Moser. He's pulled another half a second on Sanchez in the middle sector. I think he's safety car again. What's that for?
Greenman has lost it coming up the centre S's by the looks of it. He's on his own. No one was around him.
He was in the pit lane, so he was literally just pitting. So how's he managed that?
Are you okay? Do you need some help, Greenman? For just $10 a month, you can support Greenman.
Yeah, again. Oh, more collision penalties and speeding penalties. Looking at it, there's many other people dive into the pit lane.
Luckily, the penalties now spread evenly after that update.
Wow.
So now that drivers in front that get rear-ended should not be penalised anymore for it. Hopefully. But, yeah.
We shall wait and see.
7 laps, 2 safety cars so far. It's not the best race that we've had this season so far.
No, it's not looking promising. But sure Neil Moser is enjoying this. He's quite happily sat at the front of the field. Ready and raring to go to extend that championship lead with Liam crashing out.
Well, obviously,
he's looking very good.
We gotta hope this doesn't keep happening because obviously we
This
can't.
situation has happened to me where you're leading by a good amount in safety car after safety car.
Absolutely, if we get so many
Neil
laps
play
under
it
safety
common
car.
smart ULLB.
Obviously, we've got that rule in place now after, I think it was Baku back in season 2 in the F2 when we used to do F2.
Spa, wasn't it? I think we had an issue as well in Tier 1.
Yes.
I remember.
Spa as well. We brought in that rule that if the race is done more than 50%, I think it was, under the safety car or VSC, then it's only half points. Just like it's Spa in real life.
Absolutely, I do agree that you deserve some points for at least some points, but not all.
Oh, yeah, because behind safety car,
Another safety car.
You're
go well done. Just kidding.
I think we can all agree nobody wins in a situation like that anyway.
No, it's definitely not true. I got distracted while I was speaking by a comment. I think I gotta turn that off.
Oh dear. You see, Unbuilder's moved up more, again into 3rd position on those mediums. This is helping him very nicely.
It is, and obviously we've got the safety car, so the temperatures are not scorching them tyres as much because the limited speed.
But the more laps we do, the more the soft tyres will get slower and the medium tyres will get faster.
That is true. Just the rate at which they wear is going to be a lot less.
The soft
than...
tyres have gone past their best. They're not going to get that early advantage as safety cars in this lap.
Ask Marcus, how does the back of an Alpha look?
Jim is asking, how does the back of an Alpha look? You can look in chat to say it was Jim, it wasn't me.
I wouldn't know because you're so far up the road that I couldn't even see it.
Jim, I'm pretty sure this is classed as bullying now, or harassment. It's one of them.
As Neil Mozza goes yet again quite early. Lovely call.
It was.
And we've got a few changes for positions further back.
They're going 3 wide at the back there. Well, not at the back, but in the middle.
Oh, as we got Mohamed Guna has completely gone off the circuit, braking on the grass. We got a McLaren. Neil Mozza is round. Neil Mozza is dropping down to the back of the field. What happened there? I missed that. Kenna is out of the race. He has crashed out as well at the same time, but wow, that has turned the race on his head.
I seen Kenna. Kenna just spun into the wall. I don't know if there was contact with him. I didn't see that, but I just seen him spin into the wall, into a barrier, and lose his wheel. But it is only a yellow flag. It doesn't look to be a safety car, as the thing is cleared. As Invader's gone off track. Does he rejoin safely? He does. There's no contact between any of the cars and Invader. This is a shambles, really.
What a dramatic race we are having. Neil Mozza had a good 8/10th gap over Sanchez, so I can only imagine it was self-inflicted. He spun on his own accord, rather than any issues. But there's 2 cars gone off in the background. That is Ahmed Shaban, I believe, who has reset to track as well, and Uber. I don't know whether they had it coming together there, but that was rather naughty, as reset to tracks are not allowed, will be penalised.
Well, there's that, and he's still being reviewed, really, because we wasn't really sure during his trial, so it's not a good look that we'll have to take into account for him as well.
Absolutely. There's a big battle going on for second place, though, here, as we've got Broccolilli, Unbuild Bump and Zivan all fighting it out. Unbuild Bump has dropped back down. Broccolilli and Zivan are up into the podium positions. Sanchez is running away with this lead now. All that battling has cost them big time. There's 3-second gap nearly between first and second.
There is.
Sanchez is loving this last safety car restart.
He's going to be loving it, but he is at a disadvantage in terms of tyres. He is on 9-lap-old softs, where the others are on mediums. Mediums can go a great distance in Brazil, because even though the tyres get to an extreme temperature here...
Oh, there's an Alpine spun in the background. It's Super Calgon, and he has reset to track as well.
Right, we'll have to... I'm going to open the instant reports just so I can request stuff.
CDM for the win.
Very good idea.
Because I'm going to forget otherwise. Where's the thing? I can copy and paste that. I don't want to reply, I just want to copy and paste.
I will keep an eye on Sanchez is only further extending his lead. Those softs still working well over the mediums, but time will tell whether he is on the right strategy currently or not. All cars will have to pit by the end, other than Hubert on the hards, who may well make them last right to the end of the race, but he's not going to be the quickest driver out on track. Zivan getting very close to Broccolilli, both showing very strong pace indeed. Losing time, hand over fist to Sanchez though, as Super Calgon gets a 10-second penalty for corner cutting. He is miles off the track, not sure what is going on there.
Right, there we go, I've done that.
I'm not sure how either. Must have been a hell of a corner cut to get 10-second penalty. His race is going from bad to worse.
This race has been all over the place, to be honest, and I kind of expected it coming into Brazil. We haven't had the best races here known on this track.
We're going to get a move made for second place. We certainly are. The Aston Martin sends it to the inside of the Mercedes, sorry, and into second place Zivan goes.
Looks like he's having a good debut.
Team Red is round as well. He has spun in the first corner.
El Shakal saying he didn't realise we had a Wreckfest division. You'd be surprised, mate.
Not the cleanest of race so far, not what we like to see, but it is certainly a tense and exciting one to watch.
It is definitely, obviously, we've missing a couple of drivers already from the race. That's unfortunate for them, as Super Calgon has retired from the session.
How? Has he crashed out? Is he crashed out on the outside where there's
It
nothing
is
but
only
grass?
and always Brazil every time we come
I
here.
think so, yeah. I'm hoping he doesn't disappear before Neil gets past him, because I want to see how he retired.
Absolutely, I agree there. That is a very strange one indeed.
He's...
Oh, he has crashed way off. What's gone there? Broccolilli is round! Broccolilli is round! From a podium position!
As Broccolilli would say, he's around. Oh, sorry, I had to. This is why we like him commentating.
That is gutting for him. He was pushing hard to keep with Zivan. Not sure what happened there, but it is not a good race if you're leading. It's a good race if you're behind.
Brazil is track who we crash every time
so far.
there.
It is definitely, as Invader sends it on
ATS
Blades.
round.
Sorry, I kind of interrupted you there. You were about to say the same thing.
I certainly was. That's why I left you to it.
There's a big, massive battle here for P3. Obviously, Unbuild is trying to keep as many positions as he can. This is the highest he's been all season. Obviously, racing near the back at Imola and in the US. He's going to want to get as many points as he can. He got P10 at Imola, which was, well, it was the last car on the grid because of a car DNFing. Obviously, we've got more drivers this week, which is better, but seems like we can't have these amount of drivers, otherwise we're crashing. Sanchez
in the pits. He had a massive 6.5 second lead.
It's going to be interesting.
He was looking...
Carry on.
Can he go mediums to the end?
Lap 14, I'd say you can. Yeah, it's normally lap 16. You can pit for
Red Devils off the circuit.
The
softs. Dropping down.
This is a crazy race. There's a lot going on. There's still a battle for P3. Obviously, Blaze has fallen back from Invader a bit. It's now the battle for P2.
Oh, Sanchez has gone on to hards. He is trusting Jeff's strategy. Cool. He's going hards till the end.
That is a risky game there, Sanchez. Mediums would have made it.
However, I tell you what, he was still pulling away from Zivan, even on very old stuff, so maybe he has the pace. Maybe with those tyre temperatures, hards isn't such a bad idea.
It's not, that's true.
It's playing it safe on tyre wear. It's playing it safe on tyre temperatures, allows him to push that much harder. And he knows he can easily go to the end of the race, but can he keep that good pace up? It's going to be an interesting one. But I tell you what, Uber's going to be one to watch as well, because he's on the hards. As we see Team Red, the other AlphaTauri, go round in the last sector. Oh, Zivan gets himself another 3-second time penalty, running a bit wide through the first sector there.
I have a message. Is Uber still racing?
We've got Ahmed Shaban and Unbuilt Bump going side by side. Oh, and that's a loud Mohamed Guna round the outside of the Williams. Beautiful. Took advantage of that. Very nice indeed. Oh, as he nearly runs into the back of the Alfa Romeo there. That was very close. Some cracking battling going on here. It's very, very close, as we predicted. Anything can happen.
That is true, and a lot has already happened. I don't think I could take any more of anything else happening, to be honest.
Certainly has, and Magamugunu's gone very deep into the last corner, allowing the Williams up the inside. It's going to be a drag race to the first corner. Both will have DRS.
It's going to be interesting who's going to get the position into turn one. Will Mohammed go for it? He is side by side.
Bit of contact there by the looks of it. Red Bull cuts the corner a bit, so does the Williams.
The size of that cube's going to slow that Williams down massively as they go 3 wide.
Watch for the
DRS. We're going to go 3 wide. Obviously, Ahmed looking to pull out. Makes a smart choice, to be honest.
From Ahmed Shaban as well. Beautiful.
That'd make Jim proud. There's a little bit of contact though. It looks like he closed the door on the Red Bull there. And there's there was a lot of braking there, which is not normal for that type of corner. I'll say it's a high speed or medium speed right corner. You don't need to really brake that much.
Wait,
So
you guys use the brakes?
What are they?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, you don't brake in that corner, or you?
No, I do.
It's only
I'm
like
very slow in that corner. I'm awful at it.
I normally just come off the throttle about 50 meters, turn in, tap a brake, and
Love
carry
a
on.
good switchback.
We know what a switchback does to Jim. Obviously, he gets a little bit horny from it. I won't say no more than that, otherwise we'll get demonetized
Absolutely.
and cancelled.
I think anything is enough to get him horny, though.
That is true. Have you seen his missus?
Whoa.
I'm joking.
Full on savage. That took a turn.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jim. I love you really.
Also, apologise to
We
your
have
missus
ads now.
as well. It's very tight between for third place. Is a nice little train here. Back to the action we go. Going into the middle sector. It's very, very close. Unbuilt Bump, Ahmed Shaban, Mank Red Devil,
Lucky
Mohammed
you're
Guna.
Welsh.
All on varying tyre compounds, one after the other in the middle chicane. This is the closest battle on track we got at the moment. Unbuilt Bump holding these guys up a lot by the looks of it.
Obviously, Mank at the bottom of this, well, near the bottom of this thing with soft tyres. Still. So, they are going to wear pretty soon.
Oh, as Unbuilt Bump makes a very late move into the pits there. Nearly wiped out Mank Red Devil. Very close.
He's lucky that he didn't, because there's been, well, there probably would have been another safety car. This race has been quite interesting.
It's a very late move. He got away with it.
As
So
Kenna
has
has
left. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, he's DNF'd anyway.
Yeah, I think he stuck around to watch the race for a while as Unbuild is coming out the pits now.
Don't blame him, it was an interesting one.
Invader is spun coming through the center S's and has now, well, he might drop back to P12 if he doesn't get a move on. But he shouldn't. He should be okay, really.
I think he is safe.
But that was quite a majestic kind of spin there from Invader. It's quite beautiful.
He is in a Haas. It's what that Haas does best.
It does, obviously. I wonder what it's going to look like at Bahrain. I wonder if it is going to be spinning. We don't know.
We're yet to see. As we see Ahmed Shaban make a move on Mank Red Devil into the first corner. Nice easy pass with DRS, but well made there. Mank Red Devil just can't hold on. However, he will get DRS back on Ahmed Shaban down this straight. Can he make a counter attack? Doesn't look like he's close enough though.
I wonder if we're going to see a Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen kind of battle later on to the end of the race for one of these positions. Because as things are going so far, that might actually happen.
Absolutely. I gotta say, my money is on Sanchez at the moment winning this race.
That is good. That's
He's
good.
going to be miles ahead by the time everyone pits, but they're going to be on soft tyres or potentially mediums, but much, much faster. But he's at the pace. Can he hold on? It's going to be an interesting one to keep tabs on.
It is definitely. Obviously, Xavier's still on 17 lap old mediums. He's got the oldest tyres on out of everyone so far. So I think he does have one stop, if I'm correct, left to do. I don't think they will make the last couple of laps.
I think pretty much everyone, other than the hard compound runners, are going to have to pit again in this race. Mate,
Except
I would
for
say.
Unbuild. He does not need to.
Yeah, yes, I'm building Team Red. And obviously Mohammed Guna now, who's just pitted onto fresh mediums, will be fine.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting how the order's going to change and if they can close the gap to each other again.
Absolutely, and don't count out Hubert as well. In the 5th place, he is ahead of Sanchez as well. and on hard tyres, so he's going to the end. Albeit they are much older hard tyres. I think he's having a nice race on his own, just setting those laps in. 2/10 behind his personal best so far on this lap. Just setting in those lap times in. He's going to be one to watch as well come the end.
Oh, 100%. Obviously, the field separated now by more than a second between everyone.
Absolutely.
So,
penalties could play a big part of this as well. Hubert has 5 seconds worth of penalties. Sanchez has none. Currently he would fall behind. Zivan has a massive 11. I'd imagine he'd serve at least 1 5-second penalty in the pits when he does come in.
that's true. He probably will. I think one was for speeding in the pit lane earlier. Obviously, Blades is having a good race. He finished 4th, I think, at Imola. So he's not looking too bad tonight either. So he's got a good chance here.
Certainly is. No penalties, like you say. He's yeah, looking good. As everyone's just spread out that little bit now, we got SR Sanchez, who is closing in on Broccoli in the middle sector. Can he get within DRS range? He might be a lap or 2 away. Don't think he's going to get it this time round.
Maybe internet is playing an issue here with the race, because there is I've had a message of Grayman, who has retired from this race, saying about the internet makes this game undrivable because you can't tell where the cars actually are on track.
Yeah, there was a couple of drivers out there with poor internet signal and skipping around a bit here and there, which is not going to help.
I'm not sure how bad it's been. Obviously, I'm Bill now coming up a lap down, according to my data. No, never mind. I've just been a silly goose.
You were looking at his tyre, weren't you?
I was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Silly goose.
Thinking because Neil Moz's 11 laps down and Zivan's 19 laps down on his own time.
Yeah, that was not my brightest moment. Not my brightest at all.
Silly goose.
That was poor. That was very poor.
Ah, we've all done it. We've all done it.
But talking about racing, though, we now have a car. We have a battle for 4th. Sorry, is it 4th? No, it's 5th.
It's 4th.
It is 4th.
Yeah, Mank Red Devil and Aubert racing for 4th. Zivan pits from the lead.
So Zivan is now probably going to stick on a set of softs. He has stuck the softs on, as we have now got the battle for 3rd. So Mank and Uber, Mank is definitely going to need to have to pit in the next couple of laps. It's going to be interesting to see what tyre he goes on, what's available to him. Obviously, due to the safety cars, he's probably pitted a couple of times. How many stops has he made? He's made 1 stop, so he's only made the 1 stop.
This is going to hold up Uber as well, who wants to pull a 5-second gap over Sanchez. Cause remember, both of these guys going to the end now. And Uber has that 5-second penalty. So currently, as things stand, Sanchez will be ahead. And look how much he's catching. Mank Red Devil holding Uber up here.
He is obviously.
Mank Red Devil on 15-lap old softs doing very well, to be fair. Zumbill Bumpers had a DNF in, well, the last sector. He's crashed into the wall. Mank Red Devil pulls into the pits. That is a safety car. And that is going to spice things up yet again.
There we
Big
go.
Time.
Some penalties may get served. How has he crashed there? That's quite interesting. He wasn't racing anyone. There was too big of a gap, so.
I have no idea. But Zivan now up to 4th. Fresh, soft tyres. And he is going to be, the gaps are going to be closed right up. This is, I'm sure, Hubert and Sanchez are going to be kicking themselves. Sanchez now pitting for a fresh set of softs, and I don't blame him.
It's going to be interesting to see now. Obviously, we've got Blade in the lead, no penalties. 16 lap all mediums. The mediums can go, probably can go to the end.
Surely those top 3 are going to pit. I would be amazed if they don't.
I don't know, because I did a practice race earlier. I didn't want to, not earlier, yesterday. I didn't want to share this information with you because you're an AlphaTauri driver. But
We're gonna beat you anyway. I wouldn't worry about it.
yeah, probably. But I got to lap 18 on the softs and then pitted.
Yeah.
So I think these can go to the end.
Yeah, Aeon Blades pits. Ahmed Shaban in the pits, going very slowly. Hubert is pitting as well, yeah. Going very slowly into the pit entry. That's going to lose them a lot of time, but making sure they don't get any penalties for speeding the pit lane. So Zivan will take the lead of this race, but he does have penalties yet to apply.
I think he was also going slow because his teammate was in front of him, Blade, who pitted as well. And obviously he didn't want to get caught up behind him.
Absolutely.
We all seen what happens when a double stack goes wrong.
Certainly have, although it's much better in this in the game since the update, isn't it? Codemasters have changed that a fair bit.
They have, true, but it still slows you down a little bit.
So here we go. Here's your current order. Zivan leads. Aeon Blade second. Fantastic by him so far. Mank Red Devil third. They've really benefited from this. Broccoli fourth. Sanchez fifth. Ubev sixth. Ahmed Shaban seventh. Mohamed Guna eighth. Neil Moza still struggling down in ninth, but this gives him a chance to make up a few places as well. Invader 10th. Team Red down in 11th. Everyone else is DNF'd. Penalties, though, are going to play a big part in this. Zivan has 6 seconds. Mank on 10. He's going to drop down like a stone. Broccoli on 3. And then we've got quite a few drivers on none. And it's only Invader and Team Red right at the back that have some corner-cutting penalties then from then on.
It is interesting. This safety car, obviously, Neil got off to a great start. Obviously, this race has been poor since after he spun. It's going to be interesting to see if he's pulled this strategy off, expecting a safety car or relying on a chance there might be one, like he done in Imola last weekend.
Yeah, interestingly, Invader and Aeon Blades both gone on brand new mediums instead of softs.
That is quite interesting. Maybe they haven't got
Sorry for
Maybe
leave,
they're more
but I
comfortable
have
with
to
the tyre
go.
temperatures.
I wish to you good continue for the rest of
Who
commentating.
knows, we'll have to see. But it gives a big advantage to Zivan here, because he's got the pace to pull a gap, and he's got 3 seconds of penalties. 6 seconds, sorry, of penalties. Can he pull a 6-second gap by the end of the race?
It's going to be interesting nonetheless to
doable.
see.
Yeah.
Can he do it?
Yeah.
We'll find out after the ad break. No, I'm joking.
Broccoli going AI.
We'll have to keep an eye on that. Obviously, going AI, not allowed. We'll see how long he
With a
stays.
valid reason.
If it's just to get a drink, then that's fair enough. We'll allow that. But he is in AI for quite a bit. I don't drink for that long. I don't know about you.
Depends what sort of drink I've got in my hand, in all honesty with you.
That's fair enough.
If
But he's
it's alcoholic, then yes, I do.
mate. That's staying in my gob until it's gone. Mank has now gone AI.
Safety car in this lap, that's a very late call.
That is 100%.
Team Red is miles behind the pack, and he has also spun as well, just to make matters worse.
Team Red was off to a good chance of getting some good points here, but now he looks
we're
like he may not get one.
Back racing once again. Good start from Zivan, given the circumstances there.
Zivan
Neil Moser
is-
has got past Invader.
We
And
have
back
got-
past again.
We've got a
Great
few
battle.
cars jumping around. Their internet ain't the best at the minute, or maybe it's mine. Obviously, stream's running off my connection as well as the lobby. It's probably not a wise choice.
This is true. They are jumping around a bit for me here and as well, and I know I'm hooked up with a LAN cable, so I should have fairly good internet.
The privilege of being English. You get a LAN cable, whereas I'm going off Wi-Fi.
Have you not ever heard of that in Wales?
No, we've got like it's like fiber optic, but it's made of sheep's tail.
Ah, I see. Yeah. You see,
Oh,
look
we
at
got Williams.
Zivan.
Williams has gone round. Who was it? It was Ahmed.
Ahmed Shaban.
Is off track. That means there's Neil Moser up a place.
Zivan is setting a hell of a pace at the front of the field. 1.5 second lead now. Got a long way to go though.
At the minute, he is the car to beat, though, I'd say. With that gap, but he has got them penalties, so on track, he's the car to beat.
Unfortunately, Neil Moser's got himself a penalty battling with Invader as well, so even if he gains a few places, it's going to end up dropping down again.
It's going to be interesting to see how it ends after penalties applied. And also, we don't know how many are going to be contested in the incident report.
Absolutely disaster for championship leader Neil Moser. Was running away with this race early doors. However, his nearest championship rival Liam is DNF, so that's always a bonus.
That is true, but I think there's another one right behind. We've got Mank, Red Devil, currently P3 with 13 seconds. That's going to send him quite close to out of the points, really. Is his closest contender with 22 points. So he's really clear of Mank, really. So
yeah, 13 seconds worth of penalties from Mank Red Devil. He has been cutting a few too many corners.
And he's
Neil
in the
Moser's
wall.
down. He's in the wall, yeah.
He's not out. He's in the wall, though. It doesn't look like there was any damage. I didn't see any. I don't know if you saw any.
No, I did not. I'll have to keep an eye on that one. My apologies for calling him out when he wasn't. It was a instant reaction thing. Aeon Blades is losing time to Zivan at the lead, but he's got 6 seconds. He can afford to drop, but no more than that. It's going to be close. Going to be very, very close.
Well, both these drivers looking for their first win for OBF1. It's very much possible that it could be
Mank
Blades.
Red Devil's going to make a move here. DRS activated.
Mank is passed.
Absolutely, but if I was Aeon Blades, don't want to fight it too much.
That's true.
Mank
but then
is on the softs. If he can cling on to DRS, let Mank tow him along. He's going to gain the position anyway with penalties.
He's going to lose a position to Brock Lily by the looks of it, though. Is he going to fight it? Brock Lily does get past. Blades does go very wide, so that's going to make him lose a little bit of time.
It certainly is, but if you look at the timings, if things finished exactly as we are now, Aeon Blades would still win the Grand Prix. So all he needs to do is tag on to these guys' DRS, let them tow him along on those fresh softs.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens, really. Because obviously,
Absolutely.
Mank looks to be falling back slightly as well from his teammate. Could Mank play the ultimate team game here? And slow
No, it's true.
the cars
It's
behind?
true, his race is pretty much lost. Anyway, though, to be fair, 13 seconds, he's got a good chance. There's a big gap forming behind him. There's a good chance he might hold on to a few more positions as Brock Lily sets fastest lap of the race and goes past Mank Red Devil at the same time.
That is true, and obviously he's going to get points. Uber is 23 seconds behind Team Red in P10, so...
And unfortunately, Aeon Blade, as we got Team Red retired, crashed out in the first corner by the looks of it. I missed what happened there.
I did as well, but hopefully I'm riding on board with Uber at the minute. We'll find out, Ubet. We'll find out what happens. Mosh has left the session.
So he's been hanging on for a while. Unfortunately, Aeon Blades has dropped out of DRS range of the Brock Lily and Mank Red Devils, so that could be a bit of an issue with him. Brock Lily only 3.2 seconds away from Zivan, and there's 3 seconds difference in penalties here.
It's going to be close. Can the
Very, very close. Problem is Mank Red Devil going to waste time, or not waste time, going to hold it Brock Lily back, fighting lap after lap potentially.
That is a possibility. There is 5 laps, sorry, remaining. 4 laps now.
Doesn't look like Mac Red Devil has the pace. He's not close enough to make a move there, though. Broccolilli, a little bit too quick through the middle sector. Managed to pull a gap enough to stay ahead there in the DRS zone.
And he is within 2.5 seconds, well, coming into 2.5 seconds of Zivian, which means...
Oh, it's Broccolilli's in the wall and he's out!
Looks like he won't be winning this race.
And that is another safety car. Oh my goodness.
It's going to be a couple of laps shootout to the end.
Do you know what? I thought he was on for a potential win there, Broccolilli. He was catching Zivan and he was losing Aeon Blades. And with the penalties, I think he would have had that by the end of the race. Just pushed too hard.
That was unfortunate, just as we were talking about him winning the race.
Commentator's curse strikes once again.
Turns out it's been very strong this season.
Aeon Blades, Mohamed Guna and Sanchez. No penalties.
They're going to be on some top points here, 'cause it's going to be a shootout to the end now. Obviously, all the drivers probably going to build enough ERS, and we also don't know what kind of fuel levels they're running at after the safety cars either, because they're going to have saved quite a bit of fuel, more than some probably wanted to save.
Absolutely. If the tier 1 race is going to be anything like this, I might underfuel by about 3 laps, I reckon.
I don't know what I'm gonna do at the minute. I've got my strategy. I haven't got my fuel strategy.
I did a league race around China last night. I underfueled by 2 laps. Still made it to the end just about.
FFS.
Yes. Whoever said FFS in chat, it was Broccolilli. That was unlucky, mate.
Got it for you.
Obviously, you were on for some good points there.
A certain podium, potentially a win. It could have been. You never know. I mean, Zivan was showing good pace, so it would have been close.
It would have been, but now, obviously, Zivan looking like he's got a little bit. There's a couple of bars there above him, which means obviously his internet isn't 100% strong. I have seen him being. Carry on.
I don't think he's going to pull enough of a gap in the few laps we're going to get, because are we going to get it safety car in this lap, or is it going to be next lap?
It was a late call last time. It'll be interesting to see what it does this time.
I think it's next lap.
It is going to be next lap. It's going to be a 2-lap shootout, I think.
Which is helping Aeon Blades, Mohamed Guna and Sanchez.
All Blades needs to do is stay in front of Mohamed, really. And stay 6 seconds to the race leader.
Absolutely. Neil Moser currently in 7th place. Just looking to get some points on the board. Who's that? Is that Zivan?
That is Zivan.
Has gone off under safety car.
Has he?
No, he got reset back to the lead. Now everyone's slowed down, and that has cocked everyone right up, because they're all slowing down. I'm guessing they're getting illegal overtakes. Warnings.
That must have been an internet connection issue there, 100%.
Yeah, Zivan just suddenly off the track, dropped to the back of the field, but then suddenly shot back up, and I think that gave everyone illegal overtake warnings, looking at the way they were reacting to that.
Yeah, that was strange. I haven't seen that done before.
Zivan struggling for internet connection by the looks of it. Yeah, he's got no helmet. Have a look. He's doing a Mark Webber. He's got no helmet. Oh,
yeah. Right, well, I'm going to put that in the incident report. You can't be driving without a helmet, mate.
That's instant DSQ.
10 plus aerodynamics, though.
Safety car in this lap, as expected.
A nice early warning this time.
Oh, the helmetless Zivan. Can't say that. Now controls the pace.
He doesn't want to go too fast, though. He might blow his eye sockets out. Obviously, his face is going to be flapping around.
He's going. That was a pretty quick thing. I don't think it's paid him any favours, because his teammate's right behind him. Oh, Aeon Blades looking around the outside of Mac Red Devil. A beautiful restart from him. Can he hold it? No, he can't. Mac Red Devil comes back at him. very, very good racing by the two of them. We are... Oh, a yellow flag everywhere. I think it is glitched the lobby a little bit. Zivan showing really bad internet as well up front. Mank Red Devil gets another time penalty. Zivan is now shown in 9th place. I'm not sure on your thing. I think Zivan is losing internet and having a few issues.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with him, but he is ghosting currently.
Yeah, they're all getting illegal overtakes, I think, now, because they're all slowing down. As Neil Mozza up into 2nd place. Where did that come from?
I'm not sure. I think the stewards we got green flags now. It's just Zivan that has.
I
Zivan's
think
retired.
the stewards are going to be kept very busy here. Everyone's dropping back. I think they're getting illegal overtakes, and this is what's unbelievable. Mank Red Devil now leads. Ahmed Shaban somehow in 2nd, but both have massive amount of penalties. Mohamed Guna in 3rd place, looking good for a race victory here.
I believe it'd be his first race victory as well in OBF1, and he's been here for quite some time.
We are on the last lap. I don't know what to say, really.
I'm baffled, to be honest with you. He has got Invader behind him, battling him, slowing him down, but he's not going to slow him down enough.
Zivan is apparently retired from the race, so he's just not there anymore.
I think he's retired, but due to the fact he's been there, there's a crash, there's Uber out, there's Sanchez out as well.
Oh no, on the last lap of the Grand Prix, did they have contact? Did they ever come in together?
They did. I don't know whose fault it was. I just seen them two go off in the background, colliding with each other and then hitting the wall. That's a shame there.
The stewards are going to be extremely busy.
Well, they are, and I don't think the admins and that are going to be happy after this race.
Absolutely. Mank Red Devil will cross the line to take the victory on track. Unbelievably.
We don't know how.
He will drop down though.
Neil has retired.
Neil's retired. Unbelievable.
He'll still get the points though because it's more than 75% of the race completed. But this race has just it's blown my mind.
Who won. Aeon Blades driver of the day. There you go.
There we go. That's your driver of the day.
Game.
We'll trust the game. Who's won? Come on, tell me.
I think
it's a Red
Aeon
Bull.
Blades, to be fair.
Well, I think it's Mohammed because Mohammed is the Red Bull driver. I think Aeon Blades is a Williams. I think he got P2. And I think
what has actually happened? Mohamed Guna wins the race.
Wow. What the hell?
Aeon Blades 2nd, Invader 3rd. Ahmed Shaban, after a truly awful race to forget, has somehow come home 4th. Fair play for sticking it out to him. Mank Red Devil in 5th. Neil Mozza crashing out yards from the line, finishes 6th. Everyone else DNF'd, but it is counted. Hubert, Sanchez, Zivan all as having completed the race, even though they're DNF'd.
I
don't really know what to say.
No, I'm baffled. I mean, we only had 5 cars finish at the end, out of 17. That's not what we want to see around this league. This driving standards have dropped significantly today. Obviously, I think internet played a part in it.
Absolutely, no doubt about that whatsoever.
But that is it from us two. Sadly, we couldn't find a commentator in time for Tier 1, so there will be no comments on that. But let's hope that the driving standard stays the same at least. Well, not stays the same, gets
let's hope it doesn't.
Let's hope it improves from this Tier 2 race, and let's hope that nobody takes anyone out in Tier 1. But that is it from us, and we shall see you for Tier 2 again next week. That's bye from me.
And a goodbye from me.
See you. Peace. Perfect.